Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money with your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 281 of Screw the Commute podcast. You know, we're dedicated to showcasing really fantastic young people in our special editions, and this is a perfect example of it. Lei'lani Thomas is here, and she's been making these COVID masks, and I want to talk to her about that because it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that she's doing. So we'll have her on in a minute. Now, I hope you didn't miss episode 280. That's how to get free publicity. I've pretty much started my career even before the internet was around with being on radio and TV all over the world. So I give you some of the tips and tricks of how to do that. Now, how would you like to hear your own voice here on Screw the Commute podcast? Well, if the show has helped you out at all in your business or given you ideas to help you start a business, we want to hear about it. So go to screwthecommute.com and look for a little blue sidebar that says send a voicemail. Click on it, talk into your phone or your computer, and tell me how the show has helped you. And put your website in there too, and we'll give you a nice big shout out and play your voice on the future Screw the Commute podcast. Now, I hope you didn't forget, if you've listened to the podcast before, to get your copy of our automation ebook that saved me millions of keystrokes and helped me take care of, literally tens of thousands of customers lightning fast. So grab that at screwthecommute.com/automate free, screwthecommute.com/automate free. And while you're over there, grab a copy of our podcast app. It's screwthecommute.com/app. That's APP. Does all kinds of cool things with your cell phone and tablets. Now, our sponsor is the Internet Marketing Training Center of Virginia. It's a distance learning school and soon to be, we hope, an in-house class because we're trying to get approved to take the GI Bill. We're already approved to take for military scholarships for military spouses, but we're going for the GI Bill, and then we'll have classes in-house. But right now, if you can hear this and you can speak English, you can take classes from our school on all the internet things that I've done for many, many years since the internet started. We teach this skill, and it's in high demand. So you're not taking 4 or 5 years and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a traditional college and then competing for jobs at Starbucks. You have a high demand skill. Every business on earth needs this kind of work. So we prepare people for that. So that's at imtcva.org. And you can always just call me and we can discuss your future on the internet. Plus, it's one of the best legacy gifts you could ever give to any young people in your life. Your children, grandchildren, nephews, nieces, or even tell your neighbors about it because I see all this student debt out there and the kids aren't getting real good skills. So this is designed to take care of that. All right, let's bring on the main event. Lei'lani Thomas is here, and she just turned 12 years old. Wow, what a beautiful age. And she loves do-it-yourself projects and anything she can create. And she's not a big talker, but we're going to get her out of her shell here because this is a podcast. So she's going to be telling us all about making people happy. She loves to do that. And she's got older brothers and a sister, and she loves them all. And her mom and dad are in here close by listening in too. So, and they are great parents that are homeschooling her. So it doesn't surprise me that they've created such a wonderful young lady. So Lei'lani, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to have you on here. So you're making these COVID-19 masks, right?
Yes.
Now, how did you get the idea to do this?
I got the idea because of the virus.
Well, are you good at sewing, or how did you get the idea that you could make these masks?
We made it for my dad's job. I started making it for my dad's job.
Oh, what's he do?
He's a trucker.
Oh boy, and even at the White House, they were thanking the truckers for keeping everything moving so that we can eat and get medical supplies and stuff. So we want to thank your dad too. So are you good at sewing?
Yes, I went to sewing class.
Yeah, how long did it take you to get good at sewing?
Not long.
Before you started making masks, did you make your own clothes or what kind of things did you sew?
I made a skirt and I also made an apron and a pillow.
Okay, and where did you get the fabric for the mask? And I mean, how does it work? Is it a fabric and then there's elastic around the back to hold it on or around the ears? How do you make it?
We sew it, and then for the ear part, for it to go around the ear, we put scrunchies.
Oh, you mean like the hair things for girls?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you sew those to the fabric and then does that go around their ears then?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And then are you
It
making
holds better.
it holds better on their head now. And are you making them real fancy fabrics? So, I've seen some. I was in the grocery store and I saw some really fancy looking ones. What do yours look like?
We have custom fabrics. We have patterns, different patterns.
So now can people tell you, what they want theirs to look like and you can get a fabric for that?
Yes. Which is, we made a Mother's Day one.
Oh, that's nice. So what did it look like?
There's mom on one side and a flower on the other side.
Oh, that's really pretty. Now,
And we made a graduation one.
oh, that's a good idea too. Now, how are people graduating when the schools are closed?
They're not.
Well, they can wear it at home, I guess.
Yes.
How many have you made so far?
Over 100.
Wow, you personally made 100 of these, and are these just for family and friends, or are these to donate to hospitals and healthcare workers?
People order them.
Oh, so you're selling these as part of a business.
Yes.
How do they know? Do you have a website for them or what?
Yes, on Etsy.
Oh,
at Pieces
Etsy.
by
Yeah, I was
Lay.
going to say Etsy. So what's the name of your store?
Pieces by Lay.
Pieces by Lay, and Lay is spelled Lei. Is that right?
Yes.
And then you're shipping them through the post office or what?
Yes, some of them get shipped and some of them pick them up.
Okay, and how many are people ordering more than one at a time usually?
Yes.
Like what's the biggest order you had so far?
10.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And they can wash these things and everything?
Yes.
So tell me more about you. When you were you started homeschooling, what, 5 years ago?
Yes.
And I understand your favorite subject is math, right?
Yes.
So you're probably good at counting up all the money from selling these masks, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. And now, but what else? What other do you have any other kind of hobbies and so forth?
No, not really.
So you just like math.
Yes.
Well, what do you do if you're not doing math problems and making masks? I mean, you got brothers and sisters, right?
Yes.
So you guys, tell me you're 12 and your brother's how old?
15.
He's 15, and then you got a sister, right?
Yes.
And how old is she?
9.
9. So you're in the middle, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so you all get along? Never fight, right?
Sometimes.
I don't know any. I'm the baby of 5 boys, or 6 boys altogether. I was the baby. So, and do you watch TV or what else do you do?
My sister, she likes to play and she's goofy.
How do you mean goofy? I saw that in what you wrote up about her. What does she do that's goofy?
She mimics people and characters from shows.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, so your mom and dad are right there, right?
Yes.
I want to ask them some questions.
Okay.
So, Mom.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Shirley. How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm good. You sure got a nice girl there that's making masks to help people stay safe. That's for sure. A lot of people are doing that on Etsy. Did she come up with this idea on her own?
She did. We actually went to the store, Joann's, the fabric store, to see what we can get to make for her father.
There's
then we just
and there was tons of people there, I'll bet, right? Because
oh yeah,
yeah, I've
oh yeah,
heard. I usually go in there. There's like one or two people, but it's been crazy lately, huh?
tons of people, limited fabric, lines. Sometimes you have to wait outside because the lines are so long, and with social distancing,
Right.
only a certain amount are allowed inside at a time. So yeah, we went in there and then we saw, we went to get his and we said, hey, let's just get a few more and she made it for her dad's job. And we never knew that all was happening now would happen by doing that. And then she pretty much just had to teach me how to sew because mom didn't know how to sew. We put them in sewing classes as part of the whole homeschool curriculum that we're doing.
Oh,
And
so you didn't teach her how to sew, so you sent her to
no,
some other class.
I did. I sent her and her little sister to class to learn how to sew. And then because of the quantity of the orders now, she's still in school, she still has to school, she's still a child. So I needed to jump in and help a little bit. And so she showed me how to do that. So I've been helping out now.
So she's teaching you how to make masks and sell on Etsy. That's beautiful. That's what I tell people all the time. The young kids know more about this stuff than we do.
They sure do.
So I have to tell you, I never met a homeschool kid that I just didn't love, because the parents. I mean, for the most part, the parents really care about the kids, and the kids are like sponges to learn stuff if you're not forcing stuff down their throat that are worthless. So
Right.
bravo to you for doing that. So what was she like when she was little?
What was she like? Leilani has pretty much been the same all throughout. She's very, very quiet, but very, very helpful, very kind, but very quiet, which is something she takes from her dad's side because I'm very talkative, if you haven't noticed. But I can talk all day, but yeah, she's just the sweetest kid. She'll do whatever it takes to help. She has the kindest heart, and she always likes creating anything that's around the house. Mommy, don't throw that away. I can use that. The other day, we made croissants. The croissant package that you have to unroll, and then you hit it on the side so it can pop
Oh
open.
yeah, the cookies kind of to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she says, Mom, don't throw that away. So she uses the bottom of it, the little silver part that nobody ever notices, and she takes it upstairs to her dollhouse, and they use that as little pizza pans.
that is she's gonna be something, I'm telling you, when she grows up.
Right, and she's built her own dollhouse with a restaurant on the side. I mean, she's been creating. She's been creating for a while now.
That's really something. So you say her dad's similar to her, being quiet. So if I ask him something, you're going to answer for him, or what?
I won't. I have to suppress myself sometimes because I have the urge. I'm like, yeah, no, but I can't because he needs to speak for himself. He can't.
So Quentin,
Yes, sir.
how you doing, man?
Good in yourself?
So I'm good, man. So you're keeping the trucks rolling, huh?
Yeah, I got to keep it rolling.
What kind of stuff you drive?
Well, I'm a local driver, so I don't. The farthest I've gone was out of like South Carolina, from Georgia,
Yeah.
or Alabama, and things like that. So,
What kind of stuff you
uh,
hauling?
construction equipment, excavators, trench rollers, backhoes, boom lifts,
Yeah, the
scissor
heavy
lifts, and things
stuff.
like
Is
that.
that like a low bed,
Yes,
one of those things? Yeah. So that's well, we got to have those
yes,
things to
flatbed.
keep the construction going, for sure. So
Yes, sir.
did you see when they thanked the truckers from the White House the other day?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I was,
yeah. They
yeah,
made a
I
big
get
deal
home late.
about thanking all the truckers that are out there, fighting they're saying they can't hardly find a place to get something to eat, the long haul ones anyway,
Yeah,
because
that's
everything's
true.
closed. And so I'm glad.
Yep,
So I guess you're happy to be still working though, right?
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah, because a lot of people are,
all the
boy, they're
time.
they're
Yeah,
wondering where the next paycheck's coming from. So
exactly.
what do you say about Leilani when she was little?
Well, like my wife said, she was very quiet, but she's very, well, like me. I'm quiet as well, but we're very observant.
Mm-hmm.
We like to sit back and watch everything go around us. But when we need something needs to get done, we do it. Um, so we're like Leilani, she's very creative. She sees things around the house, and like once we want to throw it away, but she's like, no, we'll keep it. One- it was a time that our garage was just full of boxes. I mean, it was just like, okay, Leilani, we need to get rid of some boxes. No, we need to keep them. We need to keep them. I said, okay, keep them for a month or two. But after that month or two is over, we need to throw out some boxes because we get boxes all the time. So,
Well, I mean, you might get a part on that show, Hoarders.
yeah, that's when she lived by herself.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, no kid comes out, as good as she is without great parents. So I salute both of you for what you've done to get her to this point. So put her back on, and we'll wrap this up.
All right.
So Lei'lani.
Hi, Tom.
Hi. Okay. So now I heard what your mom and dad think about you. So what do you think about them? Don't worry, I won't tell them.
They're helpful.
Yeah? What's the best thing about your mom, and what's the best thing about your dad?
That my dad it's easy for us to bribe him to get us something.
I guess that's a good trait. Okay. And how about your mom?
She helps us when we need help.
Yeah? I think you helped her too learn how to sew a little bit, huh?
Yes.
So what do you think, how many masks do you think you're going to sell altogether?
Over 1,000.
1,000. Okay. Well, that's good. That'll keep 1,000 people safe. So you're doing a really great thing. And so let's jump way ahead. And before this mask thing came along, what did you think you'd be when you got older?
I don't really know.
Anything in particular you like?
I like engineering.
Wow. Like electrical or mechanical or civil? What when you say engineering, what do you mean?
Building things.
Building stuff.
Yes.
Well, you could take all that stuff out of the garage you've been hoarding and and build something with that. How about that?
Yes.
Well, I love that pizza pan idea. I mean, that is really brilliant. Instead of just throwing something in the garbage, you made something great out of it. So what's again? Tell us the name of your Etsy store again.
Pieces by Lei.
Pieces by Lei, Lei. Well,
Yes.
Thanks so much for coming on. You're going to inspire a lot of other young people to do some good things out there and make some money for your family and be creative. So thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Okay, so everybody,
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I love to hear great things coming out of young people, and can't wait to hear what you come up with in the future. So everybody, this has been episode 281 with Lei'lani Thomas with Pieces. What is it? Pieces by Lei? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Pieces by Lei is her Etsy store. If you want to get some really nice masks and put scrunchies on your ears, then she's the one to deal with it. So thanks a lot. We'll catch everybody on the next episode. See you later.